means it means jailing for
20 years.
Looking at him, it seems like someone with disability.
Here forever.
Looking at the
Because
picture,
the reason why I'm saying this is because
the tallest man died at 32. Wow.
Let me check what is going on in the economy of Ghana today. Woo! Bank of Ghana once again rejecting cedis of coins.
Elected 32nd UEW SRC President Brian.
Omia says there should be wide
That power, I mean, that's liberty to speak to the president, like in quotes, the president.
So what was the effect on the driver? I couldn't pay to the driver, and that will make him lose.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening, team. Good evening. We are about to start our editorial conference. Bring your story ideas and let's deliberate on them.
At the moment, we are all aware of what happened to Chairman Wontumi. His jail term, which is 20 years, it is also making the headlines as it stands now.
Bank of Ghana once against rejecting CD crime.
That's a great story idea. Any other? Does anybody else have something you want to suggest?
Biomarking Care Foundation supports over 20,000 people in fight against hepatitis B.
It's a good story idea. You will feature this one too.
Yes.
The podcast that Wale had at Nigeria, saying Stonebwoy used to be his boy and Stonebwoy used to call him daddy. How about that story?
Well, so what's the news value in that particular story you are suggesting?
It's just entertainment, you know. Currently, the youth are actually centered on entertainment stories. That's why I was suggesting that. Don't you think it's going to make the headlines?
It's not going to help.
I don't suggest support
I
that.
think you should give it a second thought. Shatawale. It's Shatta.
It's not newsworthy. It's not newsworthy.
Really?
It's a personal issue. It's a personal issue. So
all right,
why
that's
should we
fine. If
consider
you are rejecting Shatawale's story, I've heard you. But
About a TikToker named Kamila Al-Hassan being jailed for 1 year for spreading false claims about our president, President Mahama. That story would be a hit at the front page. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's a great story. Our target audience are the youth, and these people mostly they find themselves on social media. There are rules and regulations guiding these platforms or communities that we share information or create content on. As youth, we need to be guided by our utterance. Such a story is something that is promising.
Okay, so we taking that one?
Yes, we will take it.
Okay.
But I wanted to also know the Camila. I don't know, who is she to the public? Does she have any role or an office?
She's a TikToker, and she will be a good example to students, not to make false claims about someone, not to say what they don't know.
All right, it makes sense.
Yeah,
makes sense.
so it's a good story. So we're taking it.
Editors, a number of stories were suggested during our editorial meeting, and it has come to the final stage for us to determine which stories makes the headlines. What do you think? What are your suggestions?
Yes, the stories that suggested today are good stories, and if we are to feature them on our headlines, it is going to make name. Story like the TikToker who has been jailed, it's very good because our target audience are the youth, and so this will serve as a deterrent to them. So this story is a must. It must go. Then the story about
jail for 20 years.
That
for
one
illegal
too.
Mining.
Yes, that one too is current, and it is good. And if it is being featured on our front page, it is really going to give us the audience.
Wontumi is a popular figure, and looking at the illegal mining that he's also doing, it is something that affects the environment. It's not just about the personality, but it also affects the people who live in these communities where they conduct these activities.
Yes.
So I think that story, if they highlight this, it will be a deterrent to the people who are also into illegal mining.
And Galamsey is
Careful with their
one topic
doings.
which is making name is a top topic here in Ghana. So featuring the story is going to make it.
What about the other headline? Manasseh Hills UEWIJC as Ghana's most dedicated investigative journalism club. What do you think?
That story is important because it helps upcoming investigative journalists to also hail names as to prepare themselves for investigative journalism. Because Manasseh said that University of Education in Bar is one of the chapters that he hails more because they are more serious about their meetings and also their club.
I think, yeah, it's a good story because bringing up upcoming investigative journalists like such people who are going to fight against corruptions and other malfeasance in our country is a good picture he's trying to paint. And
yeah, sure.
As a manager, I don't usually take part in your editorial meetings, but I just decided to join today to see how you've been handling issues, and I'm impressed and I'm very, very happy. So either to forcing Chairman to me all the stories, I know what you can do. Yeah, with or without me, I just believe in you. So just select the stories that will make headlines. You know our purpose, so I know you will not let us deviate from our purpose. I believe in you, so just select the trending issues. I'm okay with all the stories.
Thank you. Well, without, if you have anything that you want to add up to, you can bring it on board. We discuss before we call the meeting to an end. Any other?
So, not much, but editor, I would love to meet you and the reporters tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. to discuss some issues. So, try and talk to your reporters for us. That's, yeah.
Well noted.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, man, no more castor, no more can say. Straight, no money. Always
NEC chairman, Justin Asedunketia, to sacrifice 32 cows. 2 for each region. So we're having 16 regions in Ghana. And 2 for each region, that is 32. But I don't know why the person that made the claim is not arrested. And the person that wants to speak more about the claim is rather arrested. So that means we have not been fair. Or the prosecution team have not been fair to Al Hassan.
Who introduced it? The sense they doubt to say, well, it is not valuable anymore. But here in Ghana, we sit down and say, coins has no value. Yes.
I hope in Ghana, the state is governed by law, not by emotions.
Yes.
So the law of the country is saying that.
My name is Sophia Arthur, and I'm the manager for Gist Hub. And as the manager of Gist Hub Group Company, I am so proud to lead a team dedicated in transforming journalism through innovation, credibility, and inclusivity. Our mission is to deliver accurate and impactful news whilst embracing modern technology to reach wider audiences. At Gist Hub, we are not just reporting the news, we are building an informed, connected, and inclusive society.
My name is Jacob Boyer, Editor-in-Chief at GISHUB Media Group. GISHUB is a newspaper that combines professional journalism and text, visuals, pictures to tell compelling stories to our target audience. The newspaper counts on the fact that young audience are not avoiding news because they do not care, but because they feel newspapers are complex and then lengthy. So as GISHUB, we thought it wise to change the narrative by telling the story different.
Our accessibility feature like Braille seek to ensure that persons with visual impairment can also access and connect with the news that matter.
Hi, my name is Hannah Benesiamwa. I'm the Sales and Marketing Manager for GISHUB Media. My role is to promote our brand, develop marketing strategy to help increase it and attract advertisers.
I am Zinabo Abu. I'm a reporter at GISHUB Media. I cover story for our daily publication and online websites.
Hello there, I am Protekin Samaji Manuela, your lifestyle and feature editor. I serve you stories on health, fashion, beauty, and entertainment.
My name is Emanuela Jima Nkumini, and I am the news editor for GISHUB. As the news editor for GISHUB, my aim is to make sure that every story brought on board is authentic, balanced, credible, and upholds the highest standard of fairness and accuracy.
My name is Redwan Aminu, the digital and website manager for GISHUB Media. We featured a QR code on our newspaper to actually connect the physical newspaper to digital content, giving readers quick access to more information, videos, and to our website. The accessible design is to make the newspaper user-friendly to everyone, including people with visual impairment or reading difficulties. This is why we featured the accessible design, that is the contrast, which we have the white mode and then the dark mode. People living with visual impairment, some can't actually read black on white background. That's why we gave it, we had the dark mode to actually give it the dark background, so dark on white, to reduce the eye strains. So when you actually go on our website, there's a feature that you could see an A with a plus sign beside it, and you see another A with a minus sign beside it. This is to actually increase the font size or decrease the font size to actually suit the way they can view it properly. So if you are someone who cannot see words, very tiny words, you can actually increase the font size to become more bigger to suit how you could see it properly. Maybe you don't want to do too much reading, you just want to listen. It has been featured with audio. You can listen to all the news that you want to actually listen to. This time around, you don't have to actually sit and then read. You can multitask. You can be doing maybe cleaning or washing dishes whilst you have your AirPods on, and then you can be listening to whichever news you actually want to listen to. So we designed our website with all of these features in mind because we know your time is really valuable to us. We also go live on our website. So imagine maybe there's a breaking news or a recent happening which you just heard rumors about it, and maybe it is currently happening and you want to know more info about it. You can just slide in onto our website and you can listen to the full gist, whatever is being talked about at that very moment. You will get everything that you need. Or maybe live listening, maybe it being football updates. You get all of these things live and current.
Hi, my name is Tamara Oswansa. I'm the social media manager for GISHUB Media. I'm responsible for creating visual content, managing the organization's presence on all social media platforms to grow, engage, and attract the audience while promoting the organization's brand.
At GISHUB, we believe journalism is more than covering events. It's about impacting communities, amplifying voices, and causing positive change through
community,
impact, truth, creativity,
integrity,
innovation,
accessibility,
Gist Hub.
Your cause for authentic and reliable news.